Hey guys, today is January 19th, 2013, and I am 21 weeks and 6 days pregnant. I've just gotten back from France yesterday. I had such a long trip from Malaga to my place. Basically, I left Malaga on Thursday night, sorry. At 10:30 p.m. I took a bus to go to Madrid. It was a 7-hour bus. I arrived in Madrid at 5:20. Then I had to wait for the metro that opened at 6 a.m. And then so I took it at 6 a.m. and arrived at the airport, and I had to wait for my flight that took off. Well, that was meant to take off at 3:30, but it didn't take off before like 4:45 or 5. The plane was pretty late, so we arrived in France. I think it was at 6 p.m. Because there was loads of traffic in the air or something. And then when I got to the airport in France, I did some car sharing with another guy, and we arrived in my city. It was 9 p.m. So that's almost 23 hours of traveling. It's a lot. Like, it was horrible. I'm never gonna do this again while being pregnant. I mean, I've done a lot of traveling. Sometimes it was really uncomfortable. Sometimes I had to sleep in the airport because I had my flight super early the next morning. But it's okay if you're in good shape, but when you're pregnant, it's really hard. So I'm not doing this ever again when pregnant, because this is not possible. Anyways, so I'm super happy to be back and to be with my family and everything like that. Today is my mom's 46th birthday, so we organized a surprise party for her. So she has all her friends over right now. So that's cool, we're having fun, and yeah, that's super cool. So basically last week I've been like really sad, and I still am, because Julian is gone and because I miss him so much. It was so hard because we were together for 3 weeks with him and then he left. Because when Julian was here and until a few days after he left, he was kicking a lot. I think he was used to Julian's voice, because Julian would talk to him a lot, and then he left, and now he doesn't kick as hard as he used to, and he kicks but less. So yes, he does kick every day, like at different moments of the day, but not as much and not as hard. So I think that he feels that his dad is gone. Well, not for good obviously, but that he has left. So yes, it is sad for me and my baby, and I cannot wait for him to get back to France. He's coming back in May, but it feels so far away, and I really hope I am not gonna give birth before he arrives, because being in labor without him would be impossible, and it would be so sad for him to not be able to be there for his baby's first days of life and first minutes of life. I think is something that we both have to experience together, because this baby is as much his as mine. So yeah, anyways, so basically the past week, yes, I've been packing up a lot, because now I'm back in France and I'm back for good. I was in Spain, as I've already explained in my former videos. I was in Spain for my semester it's called Erasmus. It's a European grant. Basically, European kids in college a lot of them get a grant. Not a lot, but some of them get a grant to go study abroad for a year or just for a semester. And I got it for a semester, because with my college, not with my college, but with the kind of degree I do, and in my college, they only do the exchange for 1 semester. So yeah, but it was way enough, and I'm glad I wasn't gone for a full year, because it would have been impossible with me giving birth. It would have been just not possible. I would have had to go back to France for a second semester anyway. So yes, it was a good experience overall, but it was really hard because being in a foreign country alone is hard when you're pregnant. Especially, it was an unexpected pregnancy, as I've already explained in my first video, and yeah, it was hard. I found out that I was pregnant when I was there, and I went to my first appointments alone, and without my boyfriend, without my parents, without my family, without my friends, and I went through this all alone, and I didn't know anyone over there, and I didn't want to tell anyone either that I was pregnant, because I know that the first 3 months are fragile, and I was just scared to tell people around me if I was gonna miscarriage like a week or 2 weeks or a month later. So I just kept it secret until the end of the first trimester, and it was so frustrating because yeah, I could not party, obviously could not drink, obviously, and had to avoid people that were smoking, because even in normal time I can't stand like the smoke, but now that I'm pregnant it's even worse. Like, it's horrible. Like, I cannot stay beside a person that smokes. So yeah, but I'm glad because I made a few friends and I am definitely keeping in touch with them, and so yes, I am glad I did this, and I have improved a lot in Spanish, which was the main goal. And it was hard. I'm not like hiding this or whatever. It was very, very hard because I didn't live the experience to the fullest because I was pregnant, and I had a very hard first semester because I was so sick with all the nausea and throwing up and stuff like that, fatigue and stress and stuff like that, but it was good too. Yes, so now I feel like my skin is stretching. That's it. I can now feel it. I can feel it on my back, and I can feel it like on my belly, but especially on my back. So I put the coconut oil now twice a day. I still don't have a stretch mark, and I hope I won't have any. But if I do have any, I mean, I cannot stop this. So, but I'm still putting coconut oil because now it's like getting uncomfortable. Also, my skin is so itchy on my belly now. It's like super itchy. So really, the coconut oil really helps, and it moisturizes my skin so much. So yeah. And I am back to school on Monday, which sucks because yeah, I didn't have any holidays between like the end of school in Spain and the start of school here. So, but anyways, we can't have everything, sorry. And yeah, so especially it's gonna be long days once I'm back in school. It's gonna be almost like 8 to 5 with only 1 hour break from like 12 to 1 every day, so it's gonna be a lot of hours, and that's up until the end of April, and then I have my exams until the 16th of May. So I will be having my exams up until I'm 8 months and a half pregnant. So this baby better not arrive before that. So yeah guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my belly, my 21 weeks and 6 days belly. And by the way, this is my cat. Her name is Mia, but her nicknames are Cutie or Blackie. Most people call her Blackie. And I also have 2 other cats, but they're not in my room for now, but you'll probably see them another day. So yeah, we have her since about 1 year. She was like staying in front of the house, and yeah, and finally she entered in the house, and she became our friend, part of the family. Anyways, so my belly. So from the from profile is getting big. Side, but without the t-shirt. And get it back. So yeah, I am getting way bigger. I think. Anyways. And now I'm gonna go ahead and measure it. I think last week I was 86. So let's see this week how much I am. Looks like I'm still 86. Okay. Or 86 and a half. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it here. 86 and a half centimeters. So yeah. Getting there. And also, I've never really talked about the stuff that I crave for. So yes, these days I am absolutely craving for ice cream. It is crazy. With Julian, when we were in Malaga, we found coconut ice cream in a truck thing, and I'm trying to find some here right now because I loved it. Now I'm obsessed with it. I daydream about it every day. I want coconut ice cream, so I'm gonna try to look for some here in my little town. And also, I've been eating a lot of strawberries because in Spain strawberries are quite cheap. So I've been eating a lot of them, and they were like €2 for 1 kilo, which is nothing because in France it's way more expensive. And right now it's not even the season, so I would have never been able to eat strawberries in France right now because you just don't eat strawberries in January normally in France. Anyways, so I've been eating a lot of them. I went to the market like every week to buy my fruits and vegetables. And also one of the bad things that I'm craving for is Coke. I don't know why. I never really liked Coke. And ever since I got pregnant, I am dying for Coke. I am obsessed with Coke. And I know it's really bad. So like today is my mom's birthday, so we obviously bought Coke. And I've been drinking quite a lot, but I'm trying to reduce now. Now I'm gonna try to drink 1 or 2 cans a week max. I know the caffeine is not good also, but my blood pressure anyway is pretty low. So because caffeine makes your blood pressure go way faster, and so it's not like really 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 bad, but I know it's still bad. I have to stop. It's not good for the baby. But it's hard when you're craving for something so bad. And I crave also for lollipops, those red heart-shaped lollipops. They're really like fancy here in France and in Spain and stuff. And I've been eating them all the time. So yeah, and I think that's about it. And then it depends the week. Some weeks I'm like craving for eggs. Another week I'm craving for duck. Another week I'm craving for yogurt. But yeah, most of the time it's just ice cream, lollipops. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, guys, so I will talk to you next week. And yeah, for my 22 weeks update. Now I'm finally halfway through my pregnancy, so this is so exciting. It's so exciting. I cannot wait to meet my baby. Anyways, so I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye!